What's up, guys? It's your boy Brendan, aka Drip, and Team DDD back at Locals, and we got first place deck profile. A lot of you guys have actually been asking for this updated deck profile, so I guess it kind of worked out in your all's favor and in everybody's favor. He was worried about the deck, I guess, not performing well. Well, it ended up performing well. What'd you play, man? What'd you play, Tanner?
Spellbook Dogmatika. It's
Spellbook.
mostly Spellbook, but there's a Dogmatica engine in it because you need it.
Yeah.
But Judgment became legal.
Yeah, buddy.
That makes this deck so viable and so free.
Yeah, I was excited when it came back. I called him as soon as it came back. I was like, the rest of the list is shit, but you got Judgment back. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I could give a shit about anything else. Mine can stay legal, whatever you guys want.
I don't know
Just
about
give
all
me
that,
Judgment.
bro. They did Red Reboot wrong, and they didn't ban mine. That was tough.
I agree, but that's a CGO, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
I'll take what I can get in this card game in my 2013 deck.
So, what was your matchups?
I played, let's see here, Tri Brigade, Scareclaw Tri Brigade, that, Trickstar, and
Malefics.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's all I played today. Basically, the whole point of this deck is you make it where your opponent can't special summon and activate spell cards. Basically, just say no to the card game. It's
basically
you're just.
I thought Imperial Order was banned, right?
It's Imperial Order on crack in this deck. It's really good, but performed really well. You need to play more spellbook cards now. The Judgment's a thing, so like I don't know. I like the deck. It's really fun.
It's your old-timey favorite deck, so you have to.
It's my all-time favorite deck with my all-time favorite card. So,
all right, let's get into this.
All right, so for the spellbooks, we play one Priestess and triple Blue Boy. So the thing about this deck is this is going to be your main searcher. Priestess is an old card. Basically, she's kind of like Dark Dragon. You reveal 3 spellbook cards in your hand, special summon it, and you can banish one from your graveyard to pop a card. So it's kind of slow, but it's really good to send off Magician Souls and then special back with Spellbook of Life. Or I actually did it a couple times tonight where you special summon it back with Celine because you have so many spell cards in your graveyard. It's just a big 2,500 body that pops a card. It's really free.
It is free.
And then it's an honorary spellbook card. It's always been a spellbook card, basically. It's Jowgen the Spiritualist. This card's busted. It's the best card in this deck. So essentially, it just makes it where your opponent can't special summon one, so you can also discard a card and blow a field. It's like if you Dark Rule their field, just discard a card, just blow everything up. It's essentially what it does, yeah. And you can sit this with Link Kribo and stuff, and it just sits on the board. Basically, you want to sit on this and then Secret Village, so they can't play spell cards, and you are going to win unless they have Imperm, essentially. Which, like, sometimes you even have the Wisdom, which stops it from happening, so... That's what I think. It's definitely really good. You have to play 2 because you summon 1 off Judgment, and you don't want to draw the 1, so you can't summon it during your end phase. So the 2's kind of necessity. It's also just, like I said, a good board wipe card.
Okay.
And then that is for the Spellbook monsters. And then the spells, you have the Triple Secrets. It's the same thing as Blue Boy lets you add. It's a Heart and Soul effect. You have Knowledge, which is Pot of Greed. It's the reason why you don't play Prosperity, because this is Prosperity, but better for the deck.
Mm-hmm.
2 Fate. Really fucking broken card. Basically non-target banish, and you can also return a set card and book a moon. This card is very, very crazy. Then the 1-ubs, you play the 1 master, which lets you copy any of them. Wisdom, this lets you target a spellcaster and make it where it's unaffected by spells or traps. Power, this lets a spellcaster gain 1,000, and then if you kill a monster by battle, you get to search another spell book. The Almighty Judgment, the best card in this whole deck.
Hey.
So it's like he said, it's a multi-roll on cocaine.
Yeah.
Basically, if this card resolves, which anytime it resolved tonight, I won that game. It's very broken. You basically just get to add multiple cards during your end phase and summon a monster that says your opponent can't special summon, which we love that. Really broke card. Life. This is something people are back and forth on. I like Life for the fact of being able to summon back Priestess or summon back Magician Souls. Anything, or even summon back the Jowgen. It's just very good to add off your Judgment during the end phase and just being able to have follow-up if you need to set this down with Fate and just summon Priestess, or just anything generically. You can summon Celine, whatever you want. It's just to let you special summon a spellcaster.
It's also another name, too, like you said before. You need more names.
Yeah, you need to play multiple more names in this deck now. So that, as you can see with the Eternity, too, I have a very large Spellbook spell card.
A lot of 1-ups.
Yes, the 1-ups, because you don't really want to draw these, essentially. You want to draw this one, but, like, can only play 1. But the ones that you actually need, like to open up, basically you play 6 of. So that is all the Spellbook spell cards. Random one called by the grave, because should be banned.
No, it should not. Take it back.
That shouldn't be banned. It's a very good card.
Yeah.
Then we have Dogmatika. I played 2 Ecclesia, 1 Maximus, 1 Fleur. Ecclesia is Ecclesia.
Oh yeah, they.
Maximus is really good when you're not playing against tier elements,
Or branded, yeah.
or branded. It's just if you need to make your schism live, it's there. But like half the time, you can use Nadir and dump and be able to make it live with Garura and whatnot. So you don't really have to worry about that. That's why I only run the one. You might cut this in the future, you might not. It's just you have to see how the format goes. But like I primarily go for this majority of the time, so I don't really use that much.
Mm.
3 Nadir, another good thing from this ban list. Nadir is now engage.
Engage servant.
It's engage servant. You send Garura, you get to draw a card, and then you get to get your Ecclesia. So it's engage servant. Really, really good. And then these are, I guess, mandatory. The punishments and the schism. This is how you protect your Jowgen. Basically, you special summon your Ecclesia before you put the Jowgen on the field in the end phase, and you get to set this, and you get to keep your Jowgen alive. It's basically protect the Jowgen. It's the deck. And then you play the schism because one is a card. You don't primarily do this anymore because Jowgen exists, but it's there.
And helps you play around like Dark Roller and stuff indirectly too.
Yes, exactly. If they Dark Roller your Jowgen, if you don't get your Secret Village up, you can flip this too and summon the window right after, which has happened before.
Yes.
And then play the Magician Souls engine. This is very, very, very much needed because it lets you filter your cards so well. You get to send your Priestess. You get to try and draw into more spellbooks and fix your hands. You get to link into Link Karibo to protect Jowgen. There's very, very, very many uses with this, and this is a spell card to activate under Judgment. It's just free in this deck because you always want to filter your deck and get your hand correct how you want it.
Only one right though?
Only one right because I would rather draw the Magician Souls for the effect of what's that card called? Annoying ass Droll. That card. I would rather have these for the Droll. You could make the same thing saying this should be a third Souls, but I just don't want to brick on multiple Souls.
That's true.
So I would rather just play it like this ratio. I think it was perfect today. I'm playing 41 cards, I believe, so it really helps to have the small ratio. Another reason you win is Secret Village Spellcaster. Opponent can activate spell cards when you have a Spellcaster, so no Super Poly, no Dark Roar, no more, no Forbidden Droplet, no Lightning Storm. Basically just a no button for your deck. You put Javelin on the board, you put this, you essentially are going to win. And then the one toxic card that should be banned online. I didn't even play this tonight, but it's just in here for if I need to go second and terraform it. But that's where this deck struggles, is going second. You'll see that with the side deck that it's very.
Did you ever think of set rotation?
I did, but I don't want to draw too many of this, and I don't want to break on it. Is the thing. I just want to be able to have 3 ways to it, essentially, and I don't want to draw multiple. It's the same concept of like the souls, essentially. Is I just want to be able to get to it with the 3 cards. Because majority, like I said, you're filtering your deck and you're drawing cards from Spellbook cards left and right, and with Garura. So like you're gonna get to it. You just don't need to like brick up with 3 of them.
Okay.
And then the generic. I only put 1 hand trap, which is Imperm. This is for very annoying cards that say no to my deck, like Herald, Spell Canceller, etc., etc. I need to have a way to negate them to play the game, so I have to main deck it. I wouldn't change this for anything, just for, like I said, you need to play it. That is all the main deck, and like I said, 41 cards, very straightforward. And then for the extra deck, I played 1 XYZ, which is Toad. This lets you add back your blue boy whenever you combo, so it lets you just get your combo.
So you send it with Nadir or whatever?
Yes, you send this with Nadir, you send it with Dogmatika Punishment, and then you add this back and it gives your whole engine back online.
That's a solid cherries target too if you ran cherries for Sprite.
Yes. And then I played Link Karibo. This is for the, like I said, the Magician Souls. Link the Magician Souls into this and the Jowgen. It's really degenerate. They can't kill the Jowgen, so it's very needed. Artemis, it's a spellcaster, so if you need to send it off knowledge when you link something, it exists. And then for the rare, like Maximus occasion, you have the Mirage and Secure Guard, and that's the only reason they're in here. But it does come up. And then 1 Anima. This card's really sacky sometimes.
Kind of is.
Yeah, exactly. You just special summon your Magician Souls and link into this and then take whatever they have. It's very good. You
can indirectly give them a kaiju and then put it right there and then steal the kaiju back with the anima if you needed to.
Yes, exactly. And then, let's see. That is all like the low levels, and I play Access Code Celine. This is your win button. As you saw in the main deck, you don't have a lot of high attack monsters. That's one of the big issues in this deck. But Celine, like I said, you get her to about like 8 counters on average when you summon her. So you can summon back your priestess, you can summon back anything, and then you make access go talker and win from there essentially. So it's basically your win button on turn 3. And then for the I play one Crowley as well, so we'll out order. Crowley is very, very important because you summon your blue boy, they ash or impermanent. You can special summon souls and link souls and that into this to be able to go into your spellbook engine again.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very, very much needed. That's why I said souls is very needed for the deck as well, because it helps you make this be able to play through hand traps.
It's a free extender that don't lock you out of your extra deck.
Yes, exactly. So that's what you're trying to do is you're trying to play judgment.
And it's a spellcaster.
And it's a spellcaster, so you can send it with knowledge to draw cards. And it's Alistair too, if you can see. Good old Alistair.
That's right, my boy. My boy.
Then basically generic fusion stuff. Shadal stuff. Schism, lock you out of your extra deck. The occasional special summon to send with Schism. Yeah, the occasional light send is what that's there for. And Garua, because drawing a card's fun. Intis, because popping a card's fun. Titanica, because adding Flare in the End phase is fun, or special summon Ecclesia. So very straightforward. That is the extra deck. And then for the side deck, it's basically very
locals or wherever you're going.
It's very locals wherever you're going. I played 3 Lightning Storm, 3 Evenly, 1 Pink, Cosmic, Harpy Sparrows. This is my going second stuff. Like I said, this deck really struggles going second, so having stuff like Storm, Evenly Match, Pink, stuff you need. I'm probably going to put Dark Aura in here. I had it in before, but I made last second changes before I came here. I'd probably like switch out maybe the Pink and like or the Rivalry, something like that. But you need to have ways to break boards in this deck because you can't really go second at that point, and that's why when you side all this in. When you go first, you side in the 3 Rivalries, which these can be Dark Auras, like I said, and 3 Judgment. Judgment is not the best card in this game, but like if you don't get your Secret Village on the field, you need to have a way to protect your stuff, which is very, very unfortunate. But like you have to play it. Rivalry is just a floodgate. It's very self-explanatory. And that is the side deck, main deck, and extra deck.
Nice.
Spellbook Dogmatika. Very, very, very good
deck. Spellbook Dogmatika. Well, congratulations on the first place. I know everyone else is going to be happy to see the updated profile because I've actually had a handful of people want to see the update.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all have a wonderful night, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this video. Hope you all are staying safe out there in the age of COVID. It's your boy Drip and Tanner and the rest of Team DDD. We signing out. Till next time.